everybody. Well, today guys, I'm going to be doing what you're going to put your new baby in when you bring it home, which you should pretty much have all set up prior to bringing them home, or I'd like you to. I like their environment to be warm when they arrive. So of course I don't have a carpet python out. I actually have little Apani in there, and she is of course my patternless spotted python, and Apani is my smallest python. So I figured, okay, I'm cheating you guys out of a carpet, but I can't exactly put Jessie in there and even Amaya in there. They are way too big. I could have put them in that bigger tub, which is more likely what you would be looking at if you bring home and when you get home with the likes of Jack. That's an example. And even some of your jungles and so forth will go quite well in that size enclosure. But just for today, you get an idea of what I'm talking about. So all you need is a rubber tub. That's it. I think you call them totes or something over, I'm not sure. But that is all that you need to start off with. Very, very simple, very, very easy and quick to set up. Of course, put your air holes in. I like a lot of ventilation going on. I'll go over to Apani because it's boring just looking at a rubber tub. And of course the lid, I do like to put a few holes in the top as well. Not as many as I have around the sides of course, but you know, just 4 or 5 on the top for them. Inside I just use paper towels. Very quick and very easy to use and to clean and readily available. They really don't need substrate, and with the little ones you need to be cleaning up when they do make a mess straight away. Easy to see if they have. Paper towels are just so much better for your new baby. I use heat mats for my rubber tubs, and basically all you need is to cover a third. So if this was going to be the hot side, where I wouldn't have the water bowl on the hot side of course, that is basically what I would do. There's plenty of heat, enough for your baby to go into their hide and lay on and warm themselves up. Of course you don't have to have it running all the way across. You can just have, you know, a certain section of it out and just covering this piece of the actual area for them. I do like 2 hides. I want to know, especially if they're the shy ones and do use and utilize a hide. She's gone into that box, guys, and hiding. But basically a hide on the warm side and a hide on the cold side. I want them to feel safe using and knowing they have a safe place with a hide on both sides. You do not want a baby to stay on the cool side because you have no hide over on the warm side and vice versa. You want them to feel comfortable moving to either place in their little enclosure, well, tub. I like to put a stick, and this is just an example of a stick being in there for them to climb up on, get up on top of their hides, and most of them can do that quite easily anyway. Of course this I'm doing like a miniature little version of it because you would probably have a little bit bigger hide box. Guys, just buy cardboard boxes to begin with, you know, $1 from the dollar store, wherever, cut a hole in it. The fact is your baby's going to grow. Don't spend $15 odd dollars on one of these, knowing they're going to outgrow it and need a bigger one anyway at some stage, and you've got plenty of time to, if you want more a natural looking place for them or enclosure set up for them, to go spend the money when they get to that size where you know that they're going to fit into it. And then I buy just the rubber ones. They make a bigger mess and they dirty. Yes, I have 2 wooden ones in there, in Jack, not wooden ones, cardboard ones in there for Jack. Jack won't fit into even the extra large of the rubbers anymore. So, or plastic tubs. It's not rubber, it's plastic, gay. But anyway, doesn't fit in them, even the biggest ones that I can buy. So I buy them, and they cost me $4. Okay, there's a black one that side and a coloured one that side. $4. So if Jack makes a mess on it, guys, I'll throw it out. Worst case scenario, just throw it out and I'll buy him a brand new one. But Jack doesn't use them that often, so it's no biggie, is it really, when I think about it? But these little ones, they do need it. So spend a couple of dollars, buy a cardboard box. The hole is over that side. That's why Apani is over there, because I've got it round the wrong way. Good on you, Mum. Do you know I've done that before? Not with the little ones, but the big ones, not concentrating and the hole's been round. I'm thinking, why are you going and pushing from the back? And then I realised, because the hole for the hide's the wrong way around. But that happens. So paper towels, couple of hides, one for the warm side, one for the cool side, your heat mat. Just a water bowl, and I'm using a little egg cup for an example of a water bowl. Leave that on the cool side, guys. You don't want your water getting warm. And I do use filtered water for my snakes. You don't have to. My goodness, you know, no, I don't like all the chemicals in our tap water. I'm fortunate enough to have filter set up here, but if you don't, and you don't want to use tap water, I have big bottles of spring water from the shops, you know, $7 for, you know, a great big, you know, 10 litre of water. So, and that should last you quite a while with the baby anyway. So buy some bottles. Then I would also have like some sort of a plant, because they can get under it, they can climb over it, and little carpets, they will do that. They will explore. They love to explore, they love to climb. And here's Apani. I don't know if she's going to want to come out. Nope. She says, I quite like it in here, Mum. And she would, because this is actually her old enclosure. Oh, okay, I promise I'm not going to drag you out, sweetie. Alright, I'm just trying to do a video. Do you want to come out now? You're blurring the camera, and I'm talking about setting up for you little ones when we get you home, darling. Okay? Of course, beyond that, now this setup, okay, it cost me, I don't know, $9.99 for the actual tub, couple of dollars for the boxes, paper towels. Well, we all have them in our kitchen anyway, utilising them. Find a little stick outside. Sorry, darling. I have leftover laying around bits of artificial plant everywhere anyway that I can use, and a plastic little egg cup holder if the need be. And for little spotteds, they don't fit under there actually, and try and get up under there and curl up against that cooler water. Now your biggest cost factor would be your heat mat, and that is only a 7 watt, and that is all that I really need for here, basically in this size enclosure. I wouldn't go any lower. So the cost factor there is about $15 to $18, depending whether I get online or offline. Then your next biggest factor will be your thermostat. Essential with a heat mat. And I mentioned they will stay on it even if they're burning. So you need a thermostat. And I showed you very briefly in one of my videos recently what they are. You can get a pulse proportional, you can get a dimming, which to me is very similar, or an on-off. And to be honest, if you are a little bit tight on money, so to speak, what I can say to you is I have bought the on-off ones online on eBay for about $25, and I have used one for years, and I check the temps regularly, and it does a great job. So expensive does not always mean the best product. So of course, if you can get hold of a heating pad that we as humans would use, which has no auto shut off on it, and I know you can get them in the States, they're $12.99, guys. And with that, you don't need a thermostat. You just leave it on the lowest setting. That's all your snake needs. So if you can get them, get them. And I have got them on order, and a friend of mine is going to get them here to me, because I cannot order non-digital items here to Australia from the American eBay Amazon site. Australian Amazon doesn't have them, not without auto shut off, and you have to have the ones without auto shut off, and I think that goes without saying. So that is all that I can really think of, guys, at this particular point, but that is as simple a setup as you will need. If you've got an extremely shy snake that never comes out of their hide, get one that isn't so seeable, and they might venture out a little bit more. And I'll say that to people who do have babies in glass enclosures, because you can do that as well. I would suggest, if you see a baby, or I'll call them babies, that are not coming out very often, you never see them out exploring at all. Yes, some are exceptionally shy, covering the 3 sides. I only have 2 sides covered in Amayas, as you can see. I have 2 sides, not that you can see because I'm poking you into the light, covered on Apanis, but that side is facing a wall side. Of course, Amaya can see me, very used to me, and a lot older snake, so it doesn't bother her. But if she were hiding away, guys, I would have that covered as well. But that's it, guys. That is all that you will need when you bring your baby home, and I hope costing you get a rough idea. I didn't add it up, but you can do that along the way. Not a lot, guys, is it really, to set up your new one coming home if you put them into a plastic tub to begin with. And you know, God, you know me, I'm not into plastic tubs. They're not my ideal situation where you house your snakes. For Apani, it was brilliant. For your babies, it is brilliant as well. And believe me, a baby coastal does not stay in them for very long anyway, and they would start off in a bigger size. Of course, there's Apani under her paper towels, guys, because that's what Apani liked to do when she was in there, was getting up under that paper towel too. So she's a funny little girl. But guys, you take care of yourself and your family, your friends, your snakes, and we will go back to Amaya because she's out there and we can see her, and all your animals. Ciao.